But then there was a Byzantine revolt, and that's going to dominate what we do today. Well, I say dominate. Hopefully, it won't take very long. Our objective really is to just take this county off of the Byzantine revolt as quickly as possible. And then, if we have time, then our next order of business would be to declare a holy war on the Duchy of Edessa here in the northeast. So that's what we hope to accomplish today. Meanwhile, our war with the French rebels is still going on, and our guys are marching all the way to Italy to do something about that. But they're not in a big hurry, and at this point, I'm not really in a big hurry for them either. They did successfully siege out the little town, the little area in the bottom. And the four things that they occupied there are basically like half of the things that France has occupied in their war. So, you know, exciting stuff. So let's go give the Byzantine revolt the bad news. We will not call the French in for this. There's no need for that. And we'll start off sending the Egyptian troops north. Actually, hold on. It might be best to do these things in one fell swoop. Okay, where is the leader of the Persian Empire? You. All right. Let's try this again. Huh. Okay, well, evidently they're still on about that, but hopefully they'll stop caring about that in about a year's time. Okay, you guys are going there. You guys are going to meet up in Alexandria, and you guys, I'm going to send well, I'm going to send you to Alexandria too, because by the time that these guys get delivered and stuff, you'll probably be back. All right, again, I did some diplomacy off screen. You can see the Giga Alliance is forming. Yeah, one the full 9,000. Okay. Ooh, neat. We can land right next to it. And we have our choice of Cilician ports to do that with. Okay, the Byzantine revolt ended, unfortunately, before we could do anything. But this is the point of going ahead and declaring the second war, because now we can just march these guys over into this area. However, we need to be careful because supply limits are kind of low. This is all desert. So a short-lived Byzantine revolt. Oh well. Oh good. Always good when the Byzantine Empire is able to join the Giga Alliance. Yeah, I don't know what specifically causes them to join or leave the defensive pact. I guess it could be the distance of enemy troops to you. I'm just not sure. But our Bulgarians have now arrived in Spoleto. And our forces are pretty much stationed where they need to be. That's interesting. Okay, we'll send the Egyptian fleet home. I'm going to send you guys. Okay, the assassins just murdered somebody. I'll send you guys into the command of Mr. Vela. To Bashir. Oh, Matthias is evidently already with this army. I'm only running low on available commanders at the moment. I don't know why that is, but there's a lot of civil wars going on. A rebellion in Tarsus. Possibly religiously motivated, don't know. Now, doing this stuff again. Occurs to me that I have prisoners. No. Okay, I need to be careful. Some of these are, yeah, these are all French prisoners. I need to keep them. I don't need to be eroding the French war. Okay, first the Cilician army has raised in order to deal with the rebels, and now I think the Syrians have raised in order to deal with the rebels. And I think we need to I see, we really are playing the peasant angle here. Okay, the French have evidently suffered a reverse. All right, Acre has converted, so we can send him the Edom, the Negev, or Cyprus. We'll send him to the Negev first. Let's get rid of this religious map so you understand what the political situation looks like. That's troubling. This is the Gardasids. Okay, I think it's oh, that's right. It was I don't know why you're building churches, but go for it. Okay, clearly the Persians are got their hands full, but the Gardasids don't. And they have 13,000 men. So we just need to keep a careful watch on what's going on over here. Maybe we can send the spy master. There's not really a good safe place to send him. The only Gardasids kind of got the raw deal on the whole divorce from the Persians. The French are retaking Rosalia. That's what. Okay, I don't really understand what happened there, but I'm not moving my troops out of Italy to fix it. The Duchess of Sicily has been very busy. Okay, well, we're doing it again. I appreciate you having kids. Just waiting for the Gardezid army to come out of the mists. Things are going too well. We're about to take our second holding in Spoleto. That's good. Oh, hold on. Yes. Okay, the Persians have decided to give up. Excellent. Now we have more lands to sort out. In this area. That's a good deal. Let's see here. Part of this is relatively easy. Putting priests. Okay, so still 2 holdings too far. I know this. I've got 1 holding I need to send somebody who's got a claim somewhere. So let's look at our options here. Oh, my marshal. Right. Right. So my marshal is one of the things that I can do. What is another? Okay, I don't think declaring war for Sinope is right where I am at the moment. Yes, I know my domain is too big. I'm working on that. That said, I do have a son in Alexandretta, which is not far, but these territories aren't part of. You mean it? Okay, evidently this stuff has floated into the realm of Persia. I think it would actually be part of Armenia, maybe? Or probably Mesopotamia. But it has drifted out because the way the Gardesids ran things. Okay, sorry, I'm getting tired of looking at the siege equipment that I know isn't there. Okay, he controls none of it. So I think I should be able to usurp this title at some point. Now, he's kind of getting old, but it'd be nice to reward him for his service. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So Aintab is not the one. It must be in Edessa. So it's Touloupe. So I'm going to make him the Baron of Touloupe. Or Touloupe. Or Tulip. Then I'll reappoint him to be my marshal. And then I will give, assuming my son can handle it, which he can, I'll give him the county of Aintab. And I'll sort of shift it all towards him because, you know, he's going to get married. I think he's either going to become the king of Syria by marriage or the prince or the duke of Antioch by marriage. I'm not sure which. Pretty sure he's going to become the king. Yeah, he's you know, he's betrothed to his cousin. Yay. All right. So now I've handled all that issue. And we did it pretty much without anybody stuff. Now I wanted to look something up here. Wait. County of Canossa. It sounds Italian. I'm not. So the French are still dealing with their thing. I'm not exactly going to do that. My plots. Let's go look at a plot. Yeah, I can revoke a lot of stuff from the Duke of Cyprus. I get that. Yeah, I could revoke stuff from the Duke of Athens. I get that. Or, sorry, the Duke of Salerno. I get that too. I don't see any plot about revoking baronies, unfortunately. Because I would be interested in revoking the barony of Kuban, which these guys hold way down in Kawa. But, you know, that's kind of its own thing. All right. So with our threat level now over 65, that means everybody will be allied against us. So we're probably going to need to take a break from warring things for a little while. It's 30th April, so we'll be able to do a summer fair. Actually, no, we won't. We're still stuck fighting the French revolt over here. Always fun. Still 7 years from passing another law. Kind of disappointed with my son here. Didn't really turn out. I mean, he's got a bunch of good traits. He's just not that skilled. Fortunately, his wife, a lot of skill. Oh, she's pregnant. Also good. And because he wasn't at court, and you know, I knew this would happen. Looks like his heir will be Theodosius, the presbyter, who, of course, will be our first non-John in about 2 kings. Assuming he grows up. might see if we can take over his education. So yeah, we'll have that to look forward to. Okay, but to summarize, we did not get Antioch due to the revolt falling apart, which happens. Fortunately, we immediately were able to shift our forces to take over Edessa in Persia, and so we were able to get 2 more counties to get our domain limit up to its full size and land our marshal, who has claims on some territory, I think in Greece, that might become important later. But we've decidedly reached the Euphrates. We now control a large part of its western bank, and I think that mostly we'll be sort of opportunistic about what we can do here, kind of like grabbing Edessa here. And we can cross our fingers that Cyprus beats the Persians. Can I join Cyprus in that war? That'd actually give me something to do that would be useful. It doesn't look like it. No, I get the... Okay. It looks like Cyprus is on their own. So if they take Baghdad, then we will prosper by proxy. And if they don't take Baghdad, then, oh well, didn't hurt us very much. Looks like Baghdad is... It's actually more territories than the ones that the Cypriots are going after, so it will give us some de jure claims if they were to succeed, which actually wouldn't be bad, because again, those are wars that we can fight without scaring people, because essentially we're going after what's ours as opposed to taking what someone else's. Most of our de jure claims at the moment are against the French. Or the Byzantines. There's one against the Venetians, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be part of the big super alliance against us. In fact, they might already be there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to miss John the Great. Probably not going to have a king with his military skill level for at least another generation or two, because we're going to have very little to say about... I mean, Prince John obviously turned out rough, even though his siblings... I mean, Yesin Kuda, that would have been great. I would have taken that. And even his youngest son. Oh, look at this. So yeah, the eldest son just happened to be the one that didn't learn the right lessons for whatever reason. I guess this is an argument for elective monarchies, but I do feel more secure having all the land in one place. So anyway, so we so we're going to be looking forward to a little bit more peaceful times, some summer fairs, maybe some hunts, some feasts. You know, well, okay, I would say that, except that. So basically, we're going to be in for some time of just sort of sitting on our money and probably buying stuff to improve operations in the future. Because until this war ends, uh, you know, I can't actually do a feast or anything, even though I'm not. I had none of my own troops are participating. These are all. I think these are just Bulgarian mercenaries who I've got fighting over here. And there are multiple French revolts. I'm only concerned with the one um, that's this color. Although I imagine the French might call me into the other French Revolt War when the time comes. Although we have a French Revolt here. Is this Tuscany? Okay, that's not exciting. Right, that's part of Spoleto. That's obviously. Yeah, so maybe I'll see what some claims in the French Revolt area look like. The new French Revolt, not the old one. And with that in mind, I'll see you guys next time.